I just heard someone say that your pastor always knows more than you. It's just, no offense, but that's kind of ridiculous. Like, your pastor isn't given more knowledge, right? We're all equally human. We're no better than each other. Now, a pastor may know more than you if you don't study your Bible, and they do, but otherwise, they might not know more than you. And it especially depends on who the pastor is, it all just depends. So, no, not just any pastor is going to just automatically know more about the Bible, about God than you. That's kind of silly, you know? Um, Someone was arguing, debating with me the other day, telling me, that I'm wrong about pre-tribulation rapture and all that stuff, stuff that I'm used to get all the time. But, they're like, you should really go to your pastor about this. And it's just like, I'm just thinking, like, why? Like, I get it. It can be good to go to your pastor. I'm not saying that. Absolutely. But, like, don't just assume that your pastor is going to for sure know something better than you or more than you. They might. But it's not a promise. It's not a guarantee. You know? And, yeah, it's just funny. Because it's just... do we just... so many people just, like, not realize that pastors are just us, but they're doing another job, like being a pastor? Like, someone who, I don't know, works as a cashier, they might know more about money than you do because they handle it all the time, but like, I'm we're all pretty familiar with money, right? So they might not know that much more if they know more. I don't know. I don't even know if that example is even that good, but you know what I'm saying. Like, don't just assume your pastor knows more than you. And of course, there are false teachers, wolves in sheep's clothing out there, or, pastors that are not bad, but capable of misunderstanding something. Where no one's perfect. Something that I've been seeing a lot lately that's just driving me nuts is people that are like, I literally just saw someone calling other Christians followers of Satan because they believed certain aspects of the Bible differently than them. It's like, none of us, you have to know, none of us have everything about God in the Bible perfectly figured out. We're always still learning. Are you telling me that since you became a Christian, you knew everything from day one and you were never corrected on anything? Like, it's silly. Like, do people not think about this? Like, how do you not realize? And I asked him, why are these people of Satan, according to him? And one of his reasons was, he said that one of the people preached once saved, always saved. And it's like, guys, we're always learning. Not all of us. Every single one of us, I'm pretty sure, we're all going to get to heaven, and we're going to find out that we understood at least something about the Bible incorrectly. Now, of course, when it's a salvation issue, that's a big deal. That's important. And, like, let's just be careful. Don't call someone of Satan that's trying to be good, that's a believer. And, it's tricky, because, like, one of their reasons for why they called him that is because they always get, like, very argumentative, and they're very prideful. And I understand that, but we're in flesh. We're not going to be perfect. And also, this person calling them of Satan, that kind of comes off as prideful to me. Like, they have everything figured out, and it's like, you don't. And I'm not telling you that I'm perfect. If you've been watching my videos long enough, you've probably heard me mention before that I don't know all that much. The more I learn about God, the more I realize the less I know about him. We're always learning. We'll never stop learning more about God in the Bible until we get to heaven. It's like, when I was lukewarm years ago when I wasn't that focused on God. It's so absurd to think about now, but like my mindset was like, I don't really need to go to church. Like, yeah, it's good, but like, what else do I need to know? Like, sure, there's things I don't know about the Bible, but like, for the most part, I pretty much know what I need to know. Like, I know most of it. And it's like, what? I know like nothing. It's just so funny. Like, we're always, 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 always learning about God and his ways and his love. And like, the more I try to figure out certain things about the Bible and about how God works and everything, all these things, trying to understand all these different aspects of the faith, about, all these things, doctrinal issues that believers are always arguing against. Because, like, one of the things that so many people spend so much time arguing about is once saved, always saved, or can you lose your salvation? And let's not get into that in the comments, please, because that never goes well. At the end of the day, pretty much everyone always just keeps believing what they want to believe, so it's just doing work for Satan, just arguing for no reason. But like, I just want to say that like, during my walk with God, there's been times where I was like, you know what, I guess it is once saved, always saved, because I can see how that makes sense. And then there's been other times where I'm like, well, that's a good point, maybe actually I think it is that you can lose your salvation. And the conclusion that I'm at right now is that like, it just depends on how you're going about it, what you're defining it as. I think technically both are kind of true depending on how you look at it, It's like, you don't lose your salvation, you just never had it. Judas didn't lose his salvation, he was never saved. And I think so many people struggle with understanding that, because it's like, how do you know when you're truly saved? And there's not necessarily an exact easy answer for that, and I think that's why it's so hard for people. Because it's like, I can give you the signs, the evidence that you're most likely very much saved. But like, I can't give you necessarily any exact, easy, like one-word answers of, are you saved or not? It's like, just look at the fruits. Your works aren't what save you. But if you don't have works, there's no evidence that you're saved. If you're truly saved, you genuinely love God so much that nothing will ever take you away from him. You will never want to leave his sight again when you truly know him. So many people walk away and they get distracted by all these things. They're so lukewarm and they're not truly following God because they don't know him. And I struggle with trying to understand. I've always never fully grasped if I was ever saved when I was like 13, because I felt really close to God for a time, but I never stayed consistent with it. And then I was so lukewarm. So at that point, it's like, was I saved to begin with? And am I just a prodigal son kind of thing? Maybe, I don't know. The point is, let's not get mad. They'll know we're Christians by our love. So love, don't argue. So many people don't believe us, don't believe in God when they see us arguing, because they're like, that's not love. They say God is love, but they're not loving. So then they're going to hell because they don't see the love in us. They don't see Jesus in us. And that's our goal, is to just show people love. So show love. Love your God, and then love others. And then somewhere below that is yourself. Don't hate yourself. Never hate yourself. But don't ever put yourself above God. All right. Well, I hope this blessed someone. God bless you guys. Peace.